right, before we jump into this video, I want to let you know that it's going to be a long one because I talked a lot. I gave a lot of information that it may seem like it's too much, but I want you to stick with it. If you can stick with it, try to do it. There's some really good nuggets of information there. So that's it. Enjoy the video. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and welcome to another Squarespace rapid fire website critique. And this time I've got Joanna Potts Photography. And before we jump into, I'm not going to say ripping it apart, critiquing it, let's hit the enter and have you hear what happens. Ooh, yeah. Oh, smooth music. You're the sweetest raindrop. Oh, water drop on a summer's day. This is one of the ultimate no-nos for websites. Music that auto-plays. The majority of the people out there don't want to hear your selection of music when all they want to do is search a website. They don't want to have music autoplay. If you would like to have music, your selection there, then let people choose to hit play if that's their option. You really want to give them their option, because what happens if they're sitting at work and they're looking through your photos on your website and their speakers are turned really loud, but they don't know it, and they come to your website and boom! It gets really loud and they get looked at and they get in trouble. It's not something you really want to do. So Joanna's an amateur photographer. It says it right here on her page. And I make it larger because I'm blind and I want to sit back here. It says, "Hi, my name is Joe and I'm a mom to a beautiful little girl and an amateur photographer based in northeast of England." Now, before we even go too deep, do you need to specify that you're an amateur photographer? Why can't you just be a photographer? You know, when I was younger, I used to say I'm a professional photographer. I thought that meant when I was 15 that I would look better by saying professional photographer. No, it's the work that speaks for itself. So you are a photographer. Own that aspect of it. Yeah, you're an amateur photographer. That doesn't make up for still having a website, you know? So let's keep on going here. Let's see. In England, I love all aspects of photography and love taking my Nikon DSLR wherever I go. I began teaching myself at the beginning of 2013, so I'm pretty new to this wonderful art. I've spent many hours reading magazines, watching YouTube's one word, by the way, clips, and following some of my favorite photographers. She's talking about selling her images online. I must point out that I have no professional training. I have done no course. Everything I have learned, I have taught myself, and I'm pretty proud of that. It's not that I didn't want to do those courses and professional training, but I've always worked full-time shifts, okay, so this is interesting. My glasses are dirty, so I'm going to clean them with my I Shoot Raw lens cloth, now available in the store. I actually didn't plan on doing that. That just happened because it was sitting here. I actually use my own lens cloths because they work. They're really good. A quick tip, don't use the same lens cloth on your glasses that you use on your lenses, because you'll transfer the oils from your glasses to the lenses. So I like the fact that she's saying that she has no professional training. I'm starting to get the picture here, obviously, that she's an amateur and she's learning. She's taught herself, and she would like to try to teach some other people. Let's see. I want other budding amateur photographers out there to know that they can teach themselves too when time is of the essence and the great things can be achieved. I plan on showcasing my work using this page. All right, don't do the thing where you say, I plan on doing. I showcase my work that I want to put here of what I want to do. So, you know, when you say I plan on doing it, that means you haven't done it yet. Or that means that you think you may not be doing it. So try to own that. Now, I'm going to critique this page as an amateur photographer, not looking to sell her work, even though it specifies that she's looking to sell her photos on her page. I'm going to let her slide on that because she's an amateur who's teaching herself and has the desire to help others want to learn photography. So stick with me. This may be a little bit of a long-winded discussion, but I think it's important to point out. So what I would do in a bio myself, I would introduce myself. You could say you're a mom to a little girl. That draws some instant credibility to other people that have kids. You can say that, I wouldn't say that I'm an amateur photographer. I would say that I'm an avid photographer, because that's a little different. Avid means you're into it. It doesn't say that you're a professional, and you say that I'm an avid photographer who is learning photography, been teaching myself since 2013, and I want to help other people. And by the way, if you like some of the work that you see, you can purchase it. That's going to help me out. That's going to help me keep furthering my education and keep helping me teach other people. So it's just the way that you word things and the way that you put it so that people you are writing the perception here. So we're not talking about it as a professional. We're talking about it as a avid photographer who wants to help other people, and you're sharing your journey. There are other people out there in the same place as you, Joanna. They want to learn as well. So you could become the conduit, and that is where a blog comes in handy. Here you have one blog post. No, you didn't. One blog post. You gotta have, and that came on February 21st, so a couple weeks ago. Now, I understand that you may have just started this. Oh, my name's right here. I didn't see that. Look at that, my name. This is amazing. Any tips from one man hundreds of miles away in the land of the USA? A really awesome photographer called Jared Polin. Well, they named me Jared Polin. So like many of me like-minded friends that own a Canon, so why did I decide? Okay, so she's giving me props. Well, thank you for doing that. Here's the thing. If you're going to start doing blogging and helping others, you have to make the time. Take an extra couple minutes a day, not even a day, a week. I understand you have a daughter and you've got a lot of other things. You got work going on. But if you could carve out, I'm just going to say a half an hour a day to yourself to work on your site, to start putting up a blog post every couple days or even once a week, just updating people on what you shot and what they could do and what you've learned, that is something that can help other people. And that's a way that you can further this and maybe turn it into something else. Now, I'm not saying that you want to do it. You're just showcasing your love for it, but you're also selling your work, which means that you may want to make money at it too. So with a blog, you're going to want to put up more blogs. You want to talk about your experiences. Just sit there and do it. You have a daughter. You have an instant connection with other people with kids. You can now go take photos of their kids. Now you can do portrait sessions. Talk about that. Spread it out there with the world. That's just some basic stuff. You got your blog, the About Me, the Contact. It's kind of backwards. You want your photo galleries up front. You want your blog over there. I like to put the About at the end and the Contact at the end to the far right. It's nice that people can tweet it and like it. That's a good thing. Let's look at the photo galleries. Hopefully the music doesn't start playing. All right, first things first, this header, it's got to go. It's too big and it's not the best photo in the world. I don't know why the photo galleries aren't loading. Let me hit refresh to see what happens here. Or maybe I got to click something at the bottom. All right, so I click something at the bottom. We got to work on renaming your files. So this loads. The image is fine. And then you can cycle through the images one at a time. Ooh, yeah. You can cycle through them. Categories and keywords. Oh, there's nothing here. Slideshow. But I'm not a big fan of the being able to sell your work at any point on the site. I mean, at some point you can offer that, but here's what I would do. I wouldn't offer up every single image for sale. I would have a select gallery of 10 to 15 images that are your favorites that you're going to sell in limited quantities, not just give everybody all these different options. So there's a lot of landscape. There's a lot of photos in here. I would pare it down to pick some of the best. I got to go back to home. I figure that's where I need to go. No! Stop playing music! All right, I didn't want to go to home. I wanted to go back to photo galleries, but I didn't have that option, or did I? When I click on that, oh, I could have gone to photo galleries up here. So we've got different photo galleries. I'm just going to go there because I'm getting long-winded. I would get rid of this. I'd get rid of this background because it's kind of distracting, makes it hard to read. I like that it's split into galleries. You've got your Hardwick Park, your High Force Waterfall. You've got your portraits. You got your front page slideshow photos. That's probably got to be renamed to my favorite photos because usually your front page slideshow becomes your favorite type of images. So call it my selection or my choices. And I don't know what's going on in this box right here that's not loading. I don't get it. Reload. Maybe something's going to reload. Nope, nothing's reloading. But yeah, get rid of this bar and you'll be much better off. Let's see if there's anything in the guest book. I haven't seen a guest book in a long time. Nope, nothing's in the guest book. And yeah, so I'm going to go back to the About Me page. It's good, but we got to get rid of this background. Again, it's a basic website. And I know this is one of those Squarespace rapid fire critiques. And I do suggest that you pick up a Squarespace website to do something like this because you have the ability to do a blog. You have the ability to turn this into a destination for people to go, and it's just going to be cleaner. It's going to look better. Honestly, it's going to save you that time because I don't even know what this website is built off of. But if your concern is that you don't have the time because you have the daughter and you have these other jobs, then it's important to know that you're working with a website that's going to save you time, which then in essence means you can do more blog posts and have more time to spend with your daughter and going out and take photos. So I commend you on starting a website and putting yourself out here for the criticism of the rapid fire website critique. Just take some of these things. I think everybody can take some of these things that I said. You've got the about me. Change that up, pare it down to what I said, or take some of the things that I said and rewrite it. You've got your blog post. If you're going to put it up there, you want to start sharing it. You want to have more up there. And your photo galleries, they're not bad, but everything could be organized in a more concise, clean way. And I just think that the way that the background is, the auto-playing music, we're looking at an older style website. So bring it up to date, whether you use Squarespace or you use something else that's out there. It just has to look clean and be operational and be easy for you to use. But I really commend you on taking the risk here of sending this in. I'm not yelling at you. This is all corrective criticism for everybody out there. So I hope that you take it and build upon it, because you can start something yourself. You've taken what I've done and you've been inspired by that and probably other photographers out there, and you want to help other people as well. There's other people in your situation, other mothers with daughters that have an interest in photography. You can share that with a community and you can create that. So that is how this business type of thing all starts. You may consider yourself an amateur now, but it may turn into a business later, and you just need, I think, a cleaner looking site, more concise, and to stick with it. Once you start something, you got to stick with it, and that's the only way people are going to start to follow if you're looking for them to follow. So that's all I have to say right now. If you want to check out Squarespace, everybody, you can go to squarespace.com/fro. You can get a 14-day free trial. You don't have to enter any payment information. You get 14 free days. After that 14 free days, if you feel that you want to continue on, use code FROTUBE, and that's going to go ahead and give you 10% off your first order. I believe it's FroTube or whatever's up on the screen. It's been a while since I made one of these videos, but you'll get 10% off, say, a year. If you sign up for a year, it's going to cost you $86 after your 10% off to have a year of service. It's fantastic. It's amazing. I really like it. I use it myself. That's why I recommend it. So that is another Adorama Picks rapid fire critique. No, it's not an Adorama Picks rapid fire critique. It's a Squarespace rapid fire critique. Hope you guys enjoyed. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.